Give me a hand I can hold on to. Give me the warmth of your body. Give me the strength of your spirit too. My days are so heavy, I feel I'm sinking like a stone in the water. Nights I'm so low, I lay on the bottom like a wreck on the water. I need a shoulder to lean on. I need a hand I can hold on to. This is the prayer of your daughter. This is the plea of a lover. Give me your shoulder to lean on. Give me a hand I can hold on to.
Thank you so much, Clela. That was so beautiful to come into the room with actual singing happening. Loved, loved, loved that entry today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. We are on day 2104, and thanks to all my folks out there who are cueing me on our day number. Before I get started right here, I'm going to make a few little announcements, but before I do, I'm going to ask Clela, why don't you just check on the top of your screen on the top right that it still says original sound for musicians : on, because it was doing something a little different that time than when we sound checked. And while you're checking that, I'll just go ahead and say hi to people while you're checking. So everybody, please help me wave to everybody out there on the live stream. Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. Hello, everybody out there on Facebook. Really, really glad to have you all with us today. We are at the Daily Antidote of Song. This is one song every day at noon Eastern. It is free. We have folks who join us from all around the world. Today is no different. Let's wave to all the folks in the room. Hello, everybody. I see Canada. I see the UK. I see a bunch of different US states. And who knows who else might still pop in with us here. Let's all shout out Carpe Diem Arts for keeping this program going day after 2,104 days. And thanks to everybody again for being here. I also see we've got some of our song leaders who come and sing with us also joining us today. That's always a real treat. And so thanks to everybody who's jumped in. Let's all take a deep breath. I'm Joe Rossi. I'm the director of the Daily. Grateful also for my great tech team who's in this room today, and grateful to be here on, I think, what is day 4 of New Year, New Friends Week. We always try in January to sing with as many new folks as we can to sort of celebrate the bringing in of a new year. And here we are in 2026 meeting our 4th friend this week, Clela Errington, who actually said, if you're from another country like Montreal or another language speaking, you might say Clela, but that she says Clela, and that she accepts either. So I'm going to apologize now for whatever comes out of my mouth. It is kind of lovely that we have Clela singing and Clelio teching. So I think I get a pass for whatever I mess up today. Clela, welcome to the Daily Antidote. Clela was born in Montreal and raised in Ontario. Is it called the Thousand Islands?
Yeah, the Thousand Islands region, I think it should be one of the 7 wonders of the world if it isn't actually listed as one of the 7 wonders of the world. Because the St. Lawrence River has the United States on one side, Canada on the other. And it has a shipping line that runs all the way through from the Great Lakes to Montreal and back. It's quite, quite the place to grow up. It's called the Narrows where I grew up. So the ships have to pass through these tiny spaces and then come out again. So yeah, it has quite a rich history, the St. Lawrence River around the Thousand Islands.
That is beautiful. It is a tremendously amazing river, and if folks in the room have never been there, recommend getting a chance if you can to go up and be where all of that beauty resides. Clela, really, really happy to have you. I know you have a rich musical life, singing jazz, singing your own songs, and singing with your daughter. And I'm super looking forward to talking about it more. What I'd love to do is have you teach us your first song. Well, actually, you don't need to teach this one much because a lot of folks
Yeah.
will know it. Go ahead. I'm going to turn it to you.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. So I thought I would do This Little Light of Mine. That's a song that I had just kind of absorbed over the years. So I did have to look it up to see that it's historically part of the um, American Black spiritual gospel movement and was also used in the civil rights era to keep people's spirits up. So this little light of mine, as I say, I just kind of absorbed it over the years and thought it was the perfect thing to do today because we can warm up on the chorus. It's very simple, I think, and I've kind of given it a bit of a groove. So I'd like to just play the chorus for you and see if you can hear it and if it feels good to you. So it's like this. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Now, do you think you can sing it along with me? I think so. Okay, so it'll go, here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. I think you've all got it right. So if we'll start with the chorus, and then there are a few verses, such as Everywhere I Go, I'm gonna let it shine, and In the Darkest Night, I'm gonna let it shine. We can do the choruses in between each verse, and the verses are the same as the chorus. So if you want to sing along on the verses, it's Everywhere I Go, I'm gonna let it shine, and In the Darkest Night. And we'll just do the choruses between each verse. And at the end, we can vamp out. So we'll do something, let it kind of vibe out. Is everyone ready? We're going to start with the chorus. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, it shine, let it shine. In the darkest night, I'm gonna let it shine. In the darkest night, I'm gonna let it shine. In the darkest night, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. 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 Ooh, you can let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Won't you let it shine?
Thank you so much, Clela. That was really nice to sing with you. I love how we have had that song in here. Over what are we in now? Our 6th year. We've sung that song before and
I'll
then
bet.
sung it again. And everybody brings something different to it, which I think is super fascinating. And yours felt really different yet still. So thank you so much for bringing that to us. We were talking a little bit during sound check about the song's traditions and the ways that it has come to be a song, a freedom song or a justice song.
Yeah.
And, right now in these times where it feels very dark, it feels even more
Yeah.
important to be singing about the light. And so I'm really grateful that you brought that. Want to know if you want to say anything else about it or about the notion of singing and how you're lifting yourself up in these dark times.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I like the fact that the song is saying this little light because sometimes we won't feel, I guess, that our voice is very important or if anyone's going to hear it. But of course, everyone has a little light, and if you can let it out, then hopefully it will be magnified because we all have something to offer. So even if I'm just playing a song at home for myself, which I do quite often, then it just makes me feel alive. It makes me feel better. I can release my grief if that's what's going on, or I can share. I can be happy. I can get joyful and groove and tap my toes. So I play for myself quite a lot. Um, and I do have a lot of sad songs. So I was very challenged by this project to find something that I felt I could share that was not too sad. So I'm very grateful to kind of dig through my own songs to find one that had a chorus, like a repeating chorus. A lot of my songs don't have that feature. So this little light of mine is just something I think we've all absorbed, whether you went to church or not. I think we all kind of know that song without
Beautiful.
thinking about it.
Thank you, Clela. That's really great. Yeah, I think we have absorbed it, and it is a song that can bring a lot of different sort of sensations, as you were talking about. And I was also just thinking about the idea that you didn't want to bring a sad song. So I'm actually curious. I don't think I've ever asked this before, but how many people in the room sing sad songs also to make themselves feel better? Like there is something I know I do, right? Okay, Kim Wallach, who sings with us, is raising her hand, so I feel like I can now keep going. Yeah, there's
if you
something about
can.
singing a sad song sometimes that's really centering. I don't know if it helps us to feel like we're in a shared community of sadness, or if it is that we are reminded of other people who got through sadness. I'm not really sure, but sometimes they can be super strengthening and uplifting as well. So I think the moral of the story is we're going to have you back for sad songs sometime. But
In the opening, before we started, I was playing one of my songs called Shoulder to Lean On. Super sad, but it doesn't have a chorus. Like I just didn't feel that there was anything appropriate to this project. If I was going to work on a sad song with a chorus, I'll have to work on that. I have to come up with it. But I agree. No, everyone loves a sad song. There's nothing quite like it. It gives
yep.
us a release for the grief or whatever we're feeling. So I'm all for sad songs. I just wasn't sure how to do this
Yeah.
project with a sad song. But
No, I hear you. So that's great. We always appreciate being able to be a muse to somebody figuring out how to write a sad song with a chorus. So
with a
that's fun.
chorus, exactly. Well, I'm sure it can be done. I will take it on as a challenge.
Beautiful. I love it. So now we'll definitely be having you back whenever you get that together. I was also going to say, that sometimes depending on what we're singing and talking and thinking about, we'll have folks add a song in the middle that we don't sing along on. So maybe we can also think about that next time. So you can bring one of your songs that doesn't have a
Sure.
natural sing along. Um,
Yeah.
so I think we'd all love to hear, before we sing with you again, just a little bit about what you're doing musically out there in the world and whether or not you have anything specific coming up that you want to share.
Oh, sure. Well, I just released an album. I hadn't made a record in 10 years. And I think partly because I was very occupied with my mother's passing and her aging process. So I was busy hanging with my mom as she got older and being with her when she died, and then clearing her house and all of those things that we often have to do when you lose a parent. So it was only a year after that that I began a performance residency at a little venue in Toronto, which meant I was playing regularly every month. And eventually I was able to make a record, a new album, and hadn't made one in 10 years. So a lot of that came, I think a lot of the songs, it's called Walking Each Other Home. A lot of the songs were either about our journey to try and have a good life, to try and be a good person, to try and have pass on love and hold other people up. So all of that I think came after my mother's passing, and a lot of the songs are covers. There are only two original songs on that record. There are blues tunes, traditional tunes, and one country song. But I've just gained so much confidence in this whole project. It took me 2 years to record and another 2 years, well, a year and a half ish, to figure out how to launch it live. So that all happened. It happened in October. I had a wonderful launch here in Toronto, and I had good help all around me to put myself online because I didn't really use Instagram very well. I didn't have a lot of the YouTube, all the things you have to do now to be online as an artist or writer, whatever. So all of that is in place now, and I just have to keep up with myself and try to keep playing, keep finding things to do. So I still have a once a month performance residency in Toronto, and otherwise, little projects come in, gigs come in, and I'm happy to try and do them. Like this. This came about because of my friend Lynn Harrison, who
Yay.
has,
We love
yeah.
Lynn.
And I'm so grateful that she recommended me. So, yeah, that's kind
We
of,
are
I'm just
too.
trying to, yeah. And I still work I have a day job. So I work part time in an office for a nutritionist. So I just run the office for her. And so I don't rely on music for money. I mean, I'm happy to receive it, but it's not my income stream. I do an admin job for that. So
Well,
that keeps me more free to do what I wish to do and not
that's
rely
beautiful.
on it. Yeah, it
Beautiful.
is.
I love it. So That's funny. You said, you would accept money if it came in, of course. And so I would say, like a lot of our full-time musicians, would say, yeah, well, don't get your hopes up because it's a rocky road trying to be a musician in the world. And I know a lot of our folks in this room spend a lot of time singing for less than the value of what they give to
Of
all of us. So,
course. Of
so
course.
yeah, and I do want to shout out your new album. So everybody, there's links in the chat. You can go check out Clela's website. Walking Each Other Home is the new one. Do I have that right? And
Yes,
you
yes,
mentioned that there's a variety of stuff on it, and the way
there
you
is.
phrased it was awesome. I want to point out that in addition to some originals, there's also a Lucinda Williams song on it. There's a Gene Ritchie song on it. There's an Eliza Gilkson song on it. So there's a lot of stuff on there that I know folks in this room would resonate with. So, and I
Right.
do really love what you say on your website. I hope these songs provide some comfort, a place to rest, or a place to dance, which I think also sort of emphasizes what we're talking about in here, the way these songs can come to us in so many different ways. So,
That's
all right,
right.
Clela, before we sing with you
Yeah.
again, because
Yes.
we recently had this issue with Zoom where even though we had all the sound settings, Zoom was glitching. So I can hear that there's something not quite working. It still sounded great, but I think your next song has a little more held notes. So I'm going to ask you to look. I'll make some announcements while you look again.
Okay.
That up at the top where it says original sound for
Yeah.
musicians, colon,
It says
um,
on, and
it
then it
says
says
colon on.
view. It says
Okay.
view.
All right, if it says colon
Speaker.
on, we are in the best place we can do. The only thing I would say
Okay.
is when you're singing it, wherever you have the opportunity to break your sound up rather than to hold really long sounds, it would
Okay.
probably will work better today, but don't worry about it. All right,
Okay.
if you feel good, I think we'd love to hear the chorus, sing it along with you once, and then
Yes.
sing the next song.
Okay. So this song is called The Little Sparrow and was inspired by Ani DeFranco, who wrote or performed something on International Women's Day on the radio here in Toronto, Canada. And I was totally inspired by whatever she did and went home and came up with this song called The Little Sparrow. And it's full of questions. I didn't even realize this till the end. I am questioning everything. So the chorus to this song, I'll play it for you. It was inspired by Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because had a 3-year-old living below me in the apartment where I was living, and she had come up to check me out and play some music. And Twinkle Twinkle, of course, was the only song I knew to play for hers. But this chorus came from that. And the chorus goes like this. Wait a minute. Da 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 da. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Here it comes again. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Okay, so that's the chorus. Should we try it together? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. And that's it. And the chorus comes in between each verse, and I think there are 4 verses. Yeah, so should we give it a whirl? I'll start the song. We can start it with the chorus because that'll give you a chance to practice it again. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. What do you say, a little bird? Are you telling all the stories that you've heard? Are you celebrating the return of spring? Tell me, little sparrow, why you sing up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. What do you see when you travel far? Can you navigate by the light of the stars? Does the beauty of the landscape fill your heart? Tell me, little sparrow, is it hard to start? Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. How do you know when it's time to go? Can you stay ahead of the blowing snow? Will the beauty of your song bring you a mate? Tell me, little sparrow, do you hesitate? Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. What do you say, young little bird? I'm hanging on your every word. I hear you in the early morning light. Just for a moment, then you're gone in flight. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Up above the world so high. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow, how to fly. Tell me, little sparrow.
Beautiful, Clela. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I feel like if we had another hour, we could like go through every one of the questions in that song and think about all of the different ways in which those questions mean so many different things. And I'm going to recommend to everybody that you please check out Clela's website, check out her new album. And Clela, we really do hope we're going to get a chance to sing with you again in here in the future. Everybody, please give a big, warm thank you to first time in the Daily Antidote of Song, Clela Errington, coming in from Toronto. It has been a remarkably beautiful day today. So grateful for you. And we're going to take a quick moment here to just let everybody know what we've got going on. It has been an absolutely brilliant week of new folks. Every day just feels like a whole new gift. And I'm going to recommend, honestly, that you go back if you missed any of them. They've all been amazing. Dappled Gray, coming out of Michigan. Andy Taylor, coming out of Massachusetts. Eden McAdams Summer, also out of Massachusetts. Clela today, coming in from Toronto. Tomorrow and Saturday, we're singing with folks from the UK, Gabriel Moreno and Big Steve Fulford. And on Sunday, we're going to be singing with an incredible Indian folk musician, Prahlad Singh Tipania. And next 2 days are going to be hosted by Katie Carr in the UK, and Sunday will be hosted by Shruti. So please jump back on all of the days that you can and join us for some more excitement here. Everybody, please, another thank you to Clela, and a big goodbye to everybody out there in the live stream. Help me wave goodbye to the live stream, folks. We'll see you all tomorrow right here on the Daily Antidote of Song.
Bye. Thank you, Joe, and everybody there.
Thank you.
Mwah.
I'm all right back. See you all tomorrow.